picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bruins ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the counter. They were all over it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Iamaleava rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Firing to the right, complete. Spin, still running. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick completion on the out. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Hits inside, it's Knight. He's past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Throwing, Imaliava. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Going to audible here, let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Holds on, it's Ellis. Stop right there.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets it away. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Keelan Russell under pressure. Left side is Edwards. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Edwards. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Throwing Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rush right in his face. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air. Makes a catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He's changing the play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking long. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. And that one's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Hill. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Handoff from the gun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Got the quick pass. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
From the gun, it's Knight. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Out wide right, it's Ellis. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Iamaleava. Look out! Unloads in the nick of time.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Russell. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Knight.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quick give. It's Knight. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Imaliava. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Russell on play action. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots.
Looking for a big play. Makes the catch down the right side.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half, and you know you're in good shape. I love it with this offense, man. No, we're not done yet. Like, we trust our guys. Trust your QB there to make a play, and he does. Big play down the field. Already leading, and now hungry for some more points.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Still looking. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Cal in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Golden Bears. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Making the adjustment on the play.
Booster.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Keelan Russell. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Edwards. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Still running at the 40. Here's a little room there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Smashes through the tackle. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Knight. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go play action with Russell. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running inside, it's Knight. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Quarterback changing the play. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return, taken down right away. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it. Got a little space. He's got enough. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field hoping to get things going here. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing cover.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Making the adjustment. 4th down, Iamaleava. Rifles it down the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Fourth down, Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Here's some daylight.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Might as well run him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to establish the run. Got the first down. Maybe some room here. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Plows his way ahead. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Fights off the defender. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Russell. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Changing the routes with his receivers. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.